Hey, guess what? Whenever you go to a bank and get a loan, they're actually just creating money and then giving it to you at interest. I'm Sayer, this is Integrating Bitcoin, and I teach you things about money that you might not know and relate that to Bitcoin. So let's check this out. There are actually two types of money in our economy. There's the base money and the broad money. So the base money is made up of cash, so it's like the bills in your wallet, the physical cash, and it's made up of bank reserves. The bank reserves are held at the central bank, so in the United States, that's the Federal Reserve, and those act as the liquidity for other banks to settle with. So you can think of the bank reserves literally being like the bank account of banks. That money never actually touches the public. It's the settlement network for all the banking system. On the other hand, we have the broad money, which is another metric that includes, as part of it, all of the base money, but it also includes bank deposits. And that's like your checking and savings account. And it also includes some other derivatives, but that's not really important for this conversation. Just know that we have the base money that the banks use for settlement and the broad money supply that is available to the public. And the big one here is the bank deposits. This is where the magic happens, in the bank deposits. So let's go over an example of this. Let's say we have Bob, who wants to deposit $1,000 and he puts it into his account at the bank. So now his bank account has a balance of $1,000. And then on the other side here we have Alice. She wants to come to the bank and get a loan. What the bank can do is take Bob's money that he put into his account and leverage it. And leveraging just means using other people's money to grow your own money. So what happens is they take that money that got deposited and now they loan it out to Alice, give her the $900, and they charge her, let's say, 12% annual percentage rate. So they're earning a yield on the loan that actually came from Bob and his funding it. Now here's the tricky part. Whenever this is done, Bob's account balance never goes down. It stays the same. So whenever they give out a loan, they're actually creating money in the economy. It's leveraging that base money, and they have to hold a fraction of that money in the bank, and then they can loan out the rest of it and earn a yield on it. So yeah, money is literally created whenever you get a loan from a bank, or anyone gets a loan from a bank. They're not actually using their own collateral, they're using the collateral of someone else, leveraging it, and then issuing new money created into the system that then the person pays interest on. And here's where it gets really spicy. Alice, like I said, is just chilling here. She got that loan that isn't actually backed by anything at all. And then she's working, spending her time and energy to pay off the loan. And not only the loan, she's having to pay interest on it. The interest goes to the bank, of course. And maybe she takes that money that she got for the loan and buys a bike with it. She pays John $900 for the bike, and then maybe John puts the $900 into the bank account. And then the whole cycle can continue and repeat over and over again until, I don't know, forever really. So a lot of people are aware that the Federal Reserve can, quote unquote, print money. And that's true, they can, but what they're printing is the base money supply. And then it gets propagated exponentially through the broad money supply, through lending. Let's compare that with Bitcoin now. This type of situation is impossible to happen with Bitcoin because it's a fixed, immutable supply. There's nothing that can create more Bitcoin from no value or just out of thin air. Once you start to learn how the banking system actually works, it starts to become really unethical. Like, I wouldn't expect someone to trade their time and energy for something that I just pressed a button to create. It has no real value to it. I didn't do anything, I didn't contribute anything, and yet I'm being asked to give my time and energy in exchange to pay off that plus interest. So I'll let you chew on that one. Go ahead and follow me for more information like this, and we'll catch you next time.